Well, hey everybody, it's your old pal Tim coming at you for lesson number 2. Before we get started, let's do a quick review. Last month we started off with 3 very basic chords. We did a D chord, we did a C add 9, and we did a G. We talked about using our third finger as a planted finger because it stays on the neck for all 3 chords, which enables us to switch a whole lot faster, right? We also talked about the strings. Eat at Denny's, great breakfast entrees. Remember that? So dumb you could never forget it. And then we also talked about the frets, which are both the metal pieces of wire that go up your neck and the wood part on the neck. So we count our frets: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. A couple things I didn't go over. Let's talk quick about how we hold the guitar too. I hold the guitar like this. I practice with a strap. I always wear a strap if I'm sitting down or standing up, because if you're practicing all day, it gets a little bit hard on your back. So, and if you've got your strap on, then you can sit up, you can lean back, the guitar kind of moves with you. Of course, this is not classical etiquette, but we're not talking about classical etiquette. We're talking about learning how to play thousands of songs in the shortest amount of time. Campfire songs, praise and worship songs, songs to amaze your friends with. And we also talked about holding the pick. We're using this is called a flat pick. We're putting the flat pick on top of our finger. We're slamming our thumb down, and we're just strumming like that. All right, let's move forward. The first chord, the first new chord we're going to talk about is probably the easiest chord you're ever going to learn. This is called E minor. Now we're going to get into the reasons why these chords are called what they are, but not today. Not today. Right now we're just going to learn how to play these chords. So our first new chord is E minor. We're going to take our second finger and we're going to put it on the second fret of the A string. If you remember your Eat at Denny's great breakfast entrees, we know that that is the at strings. And then right below it, we're going to take our third finger, we're going to put it on the D string, aka the Denny's string. So all we're doing, we're just using 2 fingers. Our second finger, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second finger, second fret, A string. Third finger, second fret, third string, and we strum every single string, all 6. Now what we're also going to do is we're going to start training our ear in little ways. So I want you to hear this chord. This is called E minor, and minor chords tend to have a melancholy kind of sad sound. You know, you wouldn't I'm so happy, oh I'm so happy. You know, it's a sad sounding chord. So, and this chord goes great with G, E minor, D, C add 9. Lots of songs there. All I did was add 1 chord. G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C add 9, 2, 3, 4. Still strumming on the 1, just like we did last month. Because what we want to be able to do, as we said last month, is just get those strings on the downbeat, the 1. Because remember, we were also starting our rhythm, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, E minor. Now I'm going to show you the next one, and this is A minor. So we have another chord that's in the minor category. Now what's really cool about this is if you just take your second and third finger and just move them down, right? So now my second finger is on the Denny's string, the D, and my third finger is on the G, great. Now I'm going to take my first finger and I'm going to put it on the first fret of the B string, the breakfast string, okay? So now I'm not going to strum my low E. I'm just going to strum these 5. Hear that? This is a great spaghetti western chord. Okay, so there we go with that one. So we did E minor, we did A minor. And remember, all you have to do is bring this down. Now we're going to do C. Remember last month I showed you C add 9. Now I'm going to show you just C. But I want you to catch this trick. From A minor, all I need to do is move my third finger. That's it. Look at that. A minor, C. A minor, C. And I'm moving my C, or my third finger, to the third fret of the A string, the at string. Look at that. So there it is. So kind of following suit with the idea of keeping a finger planted at all the time, I can go A minor, C major. And you hear this progression all the time. Look at, I'm just moving one finger. Now I threw that E minor in there. Okay, so we did 3 brand new chords. We did E minor, A minor, and C. So now you should have a total of 6 chords by the time you get these ones under your finger. You should have D, you should have C add 9, G, E minor, A minor, and C. So I'm telling you, play a lot of songs with these chords. It's amazing. And it gets kind of cool when you start blending them. So like A minor, C, D, G, E minor, A minor, C, D, back to G. I just did that on the fly. I just kind of made it up. See how easy it is to kind of start writing songs when you know which chords you're going to go to? These are great beginning chords. I kid you not. You can play so many songs. Remember the first lesson it said play thousands of songs? Now you can play thousands more with these 3 chords. Now really quick on the rhythm side of it. Last month we did strum count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now those, when you hold them out, you count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we talked about that last month. We are working in the time signature called 4/4, and it is such a popular time signature that it's often referred to as common time. So many of the songs that we love, praise and worship, country, rock, Americana, folk, they use 3/4, or they use 4/4. 3/4 is popular too, but again, we're talking about 4/4. So in 4/4, if you hold a note and count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a dun 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 dun, a whole note. Whole note. Now we just kind of look at it as you're taking up the whole measure with one note or one chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to up the ante a little bit this month. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play what's called a half note. And I think you understand where we're going with this. A half note is half of a whole note, right? So instead of counting to 4, we count to 2. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've got a mix, and if we're playing in 4/4 and our measure consists of one whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we start throwing eighth or half notes in there, that means there'll be 2 chords per measure because it's cut in half. I'll demonstrate. Whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole note into the next measure of half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? Okay, so just to go over that again really quick. Whole note, strum, count to 4. Half note, strum, count to 2. But since we're only counting to 2, we have to complete the measure. So you'll need another chord of a half note. Could be the same chord, could be anything. But we got to remain true to the time signature we're in. That determines our rhythm. We don't want to go, and it's done, believe me, there are different time signatures within songs where some songs could technically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and that's changing your time signature within a system of music. We're not doing that right now. We're just going to keep it real simple. And all we're trying to do is fill up these measures with a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that cool? So that's today's lesson. I hope these are helping you. Please leave comments in the comment section and like. And what really helps me out immensely is if you like and subscribe to these videos. That would be just great. And if people keep subscribing, I'll keep doing the lessons. I taught for 20 years, and I'm here to tell you this is the very beginning stuff that you learn when you're learning chords. And this will save you a whole lot of guitas. I'm telling you, save that money and buy a nice guitar. Honestly though, there are some things that you might want to consult a teacher with, all kidding aside. You can always ask me a question in the comments area, and I'm always happy to answer your question. And these chords and the other chords are all on my website at www.timothymarkprice.com. They're there. You can download them. You can print them out. They're for you. No big deal. Sometimes it helps to have that visual. And remember, stop the video at any time to work on the chords. I can teach you this stuff in a matter of minutes. I can show it to you. But often, and we know reality is that it's going to take a little bit longer than a few minutes to get these chords flowing, okay? That's this month's lesson. Let's remember what we did. We did E minor, we did A minor, and we did G, right? So we also played half notes instead of whole notes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. All I'm doing is switching on the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And what that is going to do is going to get you switching those chords faster, because we're going to keep adding to this, right? Because pretty soon we want to start going. Look at that. G, C add 9, A minor, C, E minor, G. These are all the chords that you've been learning. And again, there are a billion songs with these chords. So again, this is your old pal Tim, and we'll be back next month with lesson number 3.